Welcome and thanks for joining us for the NBA Rookie Showcase alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. Tonight, Clark, we're going to watch some of the top young talent face off in anticipation of the NBA draft.
And because that's the case, Kevin, no shortage of GMs and front office execs here in the building. Representatives from every NBA team on hand to check this action out.
And that could obviously put a lot of pressure on these young guys. But, of course, performing when there is pressure is a big part of what they're
on the
hoping
shot
to be
clock.
paid to.
Johnson for the three. Gets the bucket. Break.
He's going to take that shot.
Gathers. Barnes grabs the miss.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Here's Johnson. And again, it's the elites. Johnson outside. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the elite. There's 39 seconds left in the first. And that one's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Marshall, leading the break.
This league is
such a
Jeremy
wide
Lamb could shoot. I think he's at his best when he's spotting up or coming off a pick. And I think Lamb has a bright future. When's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming in.
Just 4 to shoot. Henson the pass to Johnson. Henson sets a screen for
forward, but with the 7'2" wingspan and going about 250 pounds, he'll probably end up spending most of his time.
Leading by 3. Johnson kicks to Henson. Over Robinson.
Not the shot he was hoping for.
Barnes kicks to Johnson. Takes a 3. And again it's the elites with the dishes to Barnes. Shoots over Beal. Drains the J off the
moves around the hoop.
And it's great to see all the best and the brightest young prospects
especially
in one
against
place.
this competition. I mean, he's showing he can bang down low.
Marshall passes to Johnson. Here's the feed to Marshall. Ross jacks up a 3.
I think he's just got to compose himself, gather himself. He may be trying a little too hard out there. Let it flow, let it happen.
He feeds it to Barnes. Back to Johnson. A 3. And that one's
That's how
good.
you do it. That's nice.
And they go to the intentional foul. And so here are the elites. Here's Johnson. Drills the three-pointer.
Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there.
And again, it's the elites from deep.
And that one should remove all doubt about the outcome of this game. This thing's over.
Now it's just a matter of what the winning margin's going to be.
Robinson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Now, they'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can get, guys.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game. It just happens. The ball moves almost on its own, Kevin. It's fun to watch.
Off target. So the elites win it.
Well, it was a fun one, but the elites just have a better day. They'll have a little bit of bragging rights here.
Good game out there tonight, son. I'm the GM of the Kings, and I must say, I was impressed with your performance. We have the 5th pick in this draft, and we're looking at potentially using this pick on you. First, though, we'd like to get to know you better by asking you a couple questions. Let's get to it. We realize that here in Sacramento, we don't have the appeal of a Los Angeles or New York or Chicago. We tend to look for players who would be proud to be part of this organization, someone who can really take pride in being a member of the Sacramento Kings, someone who's willing to spend their entire career as a member of the Kings. Are you that person? I would be honored to be a member of this organization. From everything I've seen, you guys have a rabid fan base out in Sacktown. I'd love to be a leader on this team for the next decade. Let's see, one more question, if you don't mind. If you were a GM, where would you draft yourself in this draft? Easy. I'd draft myself top 3 without giving it a second thought. I may not look like it right now, but I guarantee you people will look back on this draft and ask themselves, what were all those teams thinking when they passed on this guy? Guaranteed. That's great. Those answers were music to our ears. With any luck, you'll fall to us in the draft. Greetings. I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Bobcats. We have the second pick in the draft, and I'm considering using it on you. I'd like to ask you a couple questions real quick if you don't mind. I feel like we have our point guard of the future, Kemba Walker, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't look at all available options in the draft. How do you think you compare to Kemba? I like Kemba's game a lot. I really do. What it comes down to is that we don't really match up with what we bring to the table. That being the case, I'm not really interested in coming to Charlotte and clashing with him in our play styles. I'm a better fit elsewhere. Next question. As a younger team, I feel like we have a lot of opportunities for you. I'm here to tell you that you have a chance to be our franchise centerpiece if you put in the work. How many other teams can offer you that? That being said, we still have a couple of years ahead of us where we're going to be acquiring young talent and assets. We might struggle a bit in those years. Are you going to be able to remain focused during the rebuilding years? I'll keep this short. All I do is win. But I don't really see the opportunity right now. Sorry, I'm just not interested. Well, that didn't go quite as I expected. We'll see you at the draft. Hello, I'm the general manager for the Portland Trailblazers, and I'd like to thank you for meeting with us. We have a pair of picks in the lottery at the 6th and 11th slots, and would like to ask you a few questions. Aside from a few veterans, this is a very young team. We're bringing in a lot of young talent this offseason, and it won't be easy to get this team back into the playoffs immediately. Are you willing to take your lumps as a team in order to grow as a core along with all the other young talent the Blazers have? Man, I appreciate your candidness in telling me that it won't be all roses in the rose garden right off the bat. I'll give you the same respect and tell you flat out, I want to win immediately. Not next year, not the year after, right now. I just don't think I can handle all that losing and don't see myself as a fit with the Blazers. Interesting. Next question. This question is a tough one to ask, as there really isn't a right or wrong answer. Over the last couple of years, we've had entire seasons washed out by insurmountable injuries. As a franchise, we're becoming more conscious on injury histories and what that means for our draft picks. What can you tell us about your injury history, and more importantly, your ability to play through pain? I've had some twists and sprains on my way to the top. Who hasn't? The important thing is that I never let it jeopardize my career. I've seen the injuries you've had to guys like Odin and B. Roy. Those guys tried to rush back too quick, and look where they are now. I'll never let that happen to me, regardless of what any team doctor tells me.
I appreciate your honesty answering my questions. Best of luck to you in the draft.
Good evening and welcome to the 2012 NBA Draft. For 60 of the world's most talented and dedicated young players, tonight marks the culmination of years of hard work as their dream of playing in the NBA moves closer to reality. To all of the fans watching around the world and to those here with us tonight, thank you for joining us. And now to the task at hand. With the first pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select Anthony Davis from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Bobcats select Michael Kidd-Gilchrist from the University of Kentucky. With the third pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Bradley Beal from the University of Florida. With the fourth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Dion Waiters from Syracuse University. With the fifth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Wayne Johnson